office building was silent, far too silent for a place that once pulsed with ambition and power. Alina, the night cleaning lady, pushed her cart down the empty hallway, humming softly to keep herself company. The lights on the 12th floor were off unusual, since executives rarely stayed after hours anymore. She didn't mind. Silence made her work easier. But as she entered the CEO's private wing, she paused. A faint sound drifted through the darkness. Not movement, not footsteps, a quiet, broken sob. Elena's breath caught. She slowly reached for the switch, hesitating. This floor was supposed to be empty. She had been told last week, coldly abruptly, that she was no longer needed here. The layoff list, budget cuts. She had packed her things with shaking hands, fighting humiliation. But the HR manager called her afterward, apologizing. The layoff was reversed. It's a mistake in the system that HR corrected before it was finalized. Someone had overruled it, though she never learned who. Still, returning felt strange. She stepped closer now. Her heart, THUDDING, inside the CEO's office. The moonlight poured through glass walls, outlining the silhouette of a man sitting on the floor beside the desk. Shoulders hunched, hands covering his face. Papers were scattered everywhere, contracts, financial reports, crumpled files, and he was crying, deep, painful, almost soundless. Alina froze at the doorway, not recognizing him at first. His usually immaculate suit was wrinkled, his tie loosened, hair disheveled. This wasn't the sharp, untouchable CEO everyone whispered about. This was someone breaking. She cleared her throat softly. Sir, are you all right? He flinched, lifting his head. Their eyes met. Alina sucked in a breath. It was him. Adrian Hale, the CEO, the man who had signed her termination order without even looking at her. The man she had feared, respected, and quietly despised. He blinked at her through red-rimmed eyes, confusion flickering. Alina, what are you doing here? She swallowed. The night shift. They kept me on. I didn't know anyone was here. He let out a shaky breath, almost a bitter laugh. Of course they did, he whispered. Of course they kept you when I can't keep anything. A silence stretched between them. Alina took a slow step inside. She didn't know why she didn't walk away, why she didn't turn and leave him to his misery. But there was something so raw in his posture, something she hadn't seen in any CEO before. Something human. Sir, she said softly. Do you need help? Adrian stared at the floor. I've lost everything, he murmured. And nobody knows. The night seemed to hold its breath with him. Adrian dragged a hand across his face, still trying to wipe exhaustion off his skin. The office, once his kingdom, now felt like a tomb. Alina carefully stepped around the scattered papers and crouched near him, close, but not too close. What happened? She asked, her voice gentle but steady. He let out a hollow breath. The board has voted me out. I'll be removed by morning. Another breath. I built this company from nothing. 15 years. And now I don't even have the right to sit at my own desk. Alina's eyes softened. Why would they do that? A merger gone wrong. Investments I couldn't save in time. They'll sell everything off, piece by piece. He shook his head. And I have no one to blame but myself. Alina lowered her gaze to the scattered pages. Some showed red numbers. Some were reports marked urgent. One lay nearby, unsigned. He looked so lost, so unlike the man who had dismissed her without even noticing her face. For what it's worth. She said quietly, I don't think you're as alone as you think. He stared at her, surprised by the sincerity. You should hate me, he said bluntly. After what I did. She gave a small smile. You didn't fire me. A piece of paper did. I don't hold grudges against paper. He almost smiled back. but it came out as a broken breath. Thunder rumbled outside. Rain beat against the glass, lightning illuminating his defeated expression. Elena gently picked up one of the papers near him, smoothing its crumpled corner. "Maybe it's not over," she murmured. "It is," Adrian said, voice hoarse. "The board meets at 8. Elena's eyes drifted to the single unsigned file, the only one not torn, not crumpled. Something about it looked different, important. She reached for it without thinking. What's this? Adrian looked at it tanned, went still. His breath hitched. Elena, he whispered, voice shaky. Dead. That's the only leverage I have left. The only document they didn't review. She handed it to him, carefully. Then maybe you forgot it for a reason, she said. He stared at her. Something shifting in his eyes, recognition of her kindness, her presence, her unexpected strength. For the first time. He wasn't looking at her like a cleaning lady. He was looking at her like the person who might save him from losing everything. And the night suddenly didn't feel so dark anymore.